Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angel Atzi, and for today's video, I wanted to talk about Transgender Day of Remembrance. On November 20th is National Transgender Day of Remembrance, and what that really means, Transgender Week of Awareness, and usually on the 20th of November is Transgender Day of Remembrance. If you don't know, transgender people are 4 times more likely to experience violence. What that day is meant to do is to mourn and honor our transgender siblings all over the world who have been murdered or have passed away due to violence, rape, killing. And as a transgender woman who has a platform, I feel like it's super important to talk about these things and really put them out there. Obviously, I'm a transgender woman of color. I'm a Latina. And so a lot of the times, I'm always having to feel like I have to keep that awareness that I might experience some type of a harassment because of my identity. I will say that I do have the privilege to be passable. So a lot of the times when I'm out in the world, whether that be in work or just navigating the world, most people don't perceive me to be trans or don't look at me and right away think of a trans person. However, that doesn't mean that that's not my identity. That still is who I am, and that shows up in a lot of areas of my life. I especially want to highlight that Black and Indigenous and Latina transgender women experience the most violence. I also wanted to share some statistics. As some of you may know, I attended USC, which is a school that's really driven on data. And while I believe that someone's story and what they say should be enough for y'all to stand up for them, I think it's also important to share data, even if this data might be hard to take. But in 2023, the following statistics were released by the Human Rights Campaign. 9 in 10 trans and gender nonconforming victims were people of color. That's 90.9%. 7 in 10 were transgender women. That's 69.7%. More than 6 in 10 were Black transgender women. That's 61.8%. 3/4 were under the age of 35. That's 78.8%. Among those with a known killer, almost half were killed by a friend, family member, or sexual/romantic intimate partner. That is 45.5%. I want us to really take a moment to let these numbers sink in, because these are real people we are talking about, people whose lives matter. So I want to give a shout out also to all the transgender women out there who watch my videos and support my videos. Y'all are literally what keeps me and this channel going. I think there's a lot of times that I'm like, should I have a platform? Should I keep talking? But I feel like it's super important. I've mentioned on this channel before, but I also work as a college instructor. So I teach classes at a university, and so being there as a representation is important. A lot of the times my students don't know I'm transgender, but I usually tell them the week leading up to Transgender Day of Remembrance, because I also plan an event for our university, a vigil, in which we honor Transgender Day of Remembrance. I always like to invite my students. But yeah, that was the purpose of this video. I also want to give some life updates. Y'all will be getting a lot of videos coming your way. I will be going to Oregon in a few days. to spend time with family for Thanksgiving. And so I will be vlogging my road trip as well as my time with my family. I also filmed a video with Shirley in which we talk about some things, and y'all will be getting that soon. It's just a really like long video, so it has a lot of footage, so it's taking me a lot of time to edit, and this week has been super hectic because it's midterms, like school is about to go on break next week, and then right after that is finals. But yeah, and then also I am currently 2 months post-op from my facial feminization, and I feel extremely happy. Ever since my surgery, I've just been experiencing so much euphoria, and yeah, I'm just so happy with my results. Everything is looking good. I also wanted to encourage y'all to leave in the comments down below suggestions of what type of videos y'all want to see. I was thinking of doing a YouTube video where I talked about all the times that I've been hit on my DMs on like all platforms. Also when I was on dating apps, like the type of messages I would get. So if y'all are interested on seeing that, please let me know. I wouldn't like give people's identities. I would just say what they said and kind of rate it. So if y'all want that, let me know. Like I think we can make that like a key. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. And to my subscribers or people who watch this video, of you who are assigned male or female at birth and your gender identity matches that, please remember to use that privilege to stand up and protect transgender people, especially transgender women of color. I also really wanted to address that recently some people have came into my channel and like put like really bigoted stuff, such as like ISIS doing his job or like Trump this, Trump that. Like, I just want y'all to know, like, I'm a transgender woman, like, and not only am I a transgender woman of color, like, I'm an educated woman, and so I'm always going to stand with and for marginalized people. So none of that shit is gonna slide on my channel. You will be blocked immediately. You will be removed from my channel. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.